Imagine this. It's 10 years from now, and the first thing you feel when you open your eyes is pain. Your back is stiff. Your knees protest every step. You grip furniture just to move across the room. Getting dressed is exhausting. The stairs? You avoid them. And deep down, you wonder, when did everything get this hard? Now imagine a different reality. You swing your legs out of bed with ease. Your body feels strong, stable, and ready. You walk tall, bend easily to tie your shoes, and reach up for your coffee mug without a second thought. Every part of your day flows smoothly because you've taken care of the one thing that holds it all together, your mobility. That brighter version isn't luck. It's the result of choosing the right movements now. Simple, powerful exercises that rebuild strength, protect your joints, and preserve your freedom. This video is your turning point. We will teach you 6 easy home exercises that will fix more than 95% of your problems. And it only takes a few minutes a day to begin. Before we dive in, if you care about staying strong, mobile, and independent as you age, don't wait. Start these simple exercises today and take control of your body's future. Like, comment, and share this video with someone you care about, and subscribe for more easy, effective workouts designed specifically for you. Now let's dive in. Exercise 1. Wall Angels. Reverse rounded shoulders and improve posture. As we age, poor posture often sneaks up on us. Years of sitting at desks, driving, looking down at phones, or watching television in slouched positions all contribute to a forward-leaning posture that becomes more noticeable and more painful over time. One of the most effective ways to reverse this trend and maintain healthy shoulder mobility is through an exercise called the Wall Angel. This gentle yet powerful movement helps restore mobility in the shoulders and upper spine, realigns posture, and strengthens the stabilizer muscles in the upper back. To begin the Wall Angel, stand with your back against a flat wall. Your feet should be about 6 to 8 inches away from the baseboard, and your knees slightly bent to relieve tension in the lower back. Try to bring your heels, glutes, shoulder blades, and the back of your head in contact with the wall. This may be challenging at first, and that's okay. Just do your best without straining. From this position, bend your elbows to 90 degrees and lift your arms so your hands point upward, keeping the backs of your hands and arms against the wall. Then, slowly begin to slide your arms up along the wall, like you're making a snow angel, until you reach as high as your mobility allows. Pause briefly, then slide your arms back down to the starting position. Move slowly and stay aware of your posture and breath. One of the biggest mistakes people make with Wall Angels is forcing the movement. If you experience pain, not just tightness, stop and reassess your form or consult a physical therapist. Another common mistake is letting the lower back arch away from the wall as the arms rise. Always prioritize keeping the spine supported and the rib cage anchored. As your strength and control improve, you can progress the Wall Angel by holding light weights, such as soup cans, or performing the motion seated if standing becomes tiring. This keeps the muscles engaged and provides a new level of challenge without compromising safety. Devoting just 1 to 2 minutes a day to this exercise can help prevent shoulder impingement, thoracic stiffness, and upper back pain, issues that become more difficult to treat with age. Think of Wall Angels not just as an exercise, but as a daily reset button for your upper body alignment. You may not notice the transformation overnight, but within a few weeks, your body will start to thank you with better posture, less discomfort, and more freedom to move. Exercise 2. Supine leg circles restore hip mobility and lower core strength. The hips are among the most critical joints in the human body. They are central to nearly every movement we perform: walking, sitting, standing, reaching, climbing stairs, and turning. Yet, hip mobility and stability are among the first qualities to decline as we age. Tight hip flexors, weak stabilizer muscles, and underactive lower abdominals are all common culprits behind stiffness, instability, and even chronic low back pain. Supine leg circles offer a simple yet highly effective way to restore mobility to the hips while gently strengthening the muscles that support your spine and pelvis. To begin, lie on your back on a comfortable surface such as a yoga mat or carpeted floor. Extend both legs fully and place your arms by your sides with palms down. If lying flat is uncomfortable, place a small pillow under your head. From here, bend your right knee and plant your foot flat on the floor for added stability. Keep your left leg extended and slowly raise it until it's perpendicular to the floor, forming a 90-degree angle. If your hamstrings are tight, a slight bend in the knee is acceptable. With your leg raised, begin making small, slow clockwise circles with the lifted leg. Focus on moving only the leg while keeping your torso, pelvis, and lower back flat against the floor. After completing 5 to 10 circles, reverse the direction. Then switch legs and repeat the motion on the opposite side. As you move, exhale as the leg travels around the circle and inhale as it returns to the top. Beginners can start with very small circles and gradually increase the size as control and flexibility improve. Those looking to progress may add light ankle weights or perform more repetitions. The focus, however, should always be on precision and body awareness, not on how large or fast you can move. The real-world benefits of this exercise are immense. Strong, mobile hips make walking feel smoother, reduce the risk of trips and falls, and relieve pressure from the lower back. Whether you're stepping out of the car, getting off the toilet, or simply turning while carrying a bag, your hips and core are always working together. Supine leg circles ensure that partnership stays strong and functional. Exercise 3, Bodyweight. Good morning, strengthen your back, hips, and hamstrings. The Bodyweight Good Morning is one of the most underrated exercises for older adults, yet it's among the most essential for maintaining long-term mobility and protecting the lower back. This simple movement strengthens the entire posterior chain, the collection of muscles that run down the back of your body, including your glutes, hamstrings, and spinal erectors. These are the muscles that allow you to stand tall, bend over safely, and walk with stability. As we age, the posterior chain often weakens, while the muscles in the front of the body, such as the hip flexors, become tight from prolonged sitting. This imbalance leads to poor posture, chronic back pain, and reduced movement efficiency. To perform the Bodyweight Good Morning, begin by standing with your feet shoulder-width apart, your knees slightly bent, and your hands either crossed over your chest or placed behind your head. Keep your elbows wide and your spine neutral. From this position, begin to hinge forward at the hips, not the waist, as if bowing politely or saying, "Good morning." Push your hips back while maintaining a straight spine, and stop when you feel a gentle stretch in the back of your thighs. Avoid rounding your back or locking your knees. Once you reach your comfortable range of motion, slowly return to standing by squeezing your glutes and driving your hips forward. As you perform the movement, inhale as you hinge forward and exhale as you return to the upright position. Keep your core slightly engaged throughout to protect your spine and improve control. The goal is not to go as low as possible, but rather to move with awareness and maintain alignment. Practicing Bodyweight Good Mornings a few times per week will not only reduce stiffness and back pain, but it will also improve your ability to stand for long periods, walk with better posture, and lift household items more safely. Think of it as one of your body's maintenance tools, a way to realign your posture and train your muscles to work together efficiently, the way they were meant to. It's simple, effective, and incredibly valuable for preserving independence as the years go on. Exercise 4. Shoulder tap plank. Build core stability and prevent falls. Core strength is often misunderstood as having visible abs or being able to do a high number of crunches. But for seniors, core strength is about stability, keeping your trunk strong and steady during every movement of the day. That's where the shoulder tap plank comes in. This exercise activates the entire core, improves balance, and teaches your body how to resist unwanted movement, key for preventing falls and protecting your lower back. To begin, get into a high plank position on the floor with your hands directly under your shoulders and your legs extended behind you. Your body should form a straight line from your head to your heels. Engage your core, glutes, and thighs to keep your trunk stable. From this position, lift your right hand off the floor and gently tap your left shoulder. Then return it to the floor with control. Repeat with your left hand tapping your right shoulder. Alternate sides slowly and steadily. As you do the movement, breathe naturally and avoid holding your breath. Inhale through your nose and exhale softly through your mouth. The key is to minimize any swaying or rocking of the hips. The less movement you see in your body, the more your core is working. If this feels too challenging, widen your stance by placing your feet farther apart to increase your base of support. You can also perform this exercise on an elevated surface, like a bench or countertop, to reduce the load on your arms and shoulders. For those with wrist discomfort, consider doing the movement on your forearms or using soft push-up handles. One of the biggest mistakes people make with this movement is rushing through the taps. Going quickly reduces the challenge to your core and increases the likelihood of losing control or straining the back. Move slowly and deliberately. Tap lightly. Hold each tap for 1 second before returning your hand to the floor. This improves your control and builds isometric strength across your entire trunk. The functional payoff of this exercise is huge. A strong core helps you brace when lifting, reach with stability, and rotate safely while carrying weight. These are motions you perform every day, loading groceries, lifting a grandchild, or turning in your car seat. More importantly, a strong core reduces the risk of falls by improving your body's ability to self-correct during moments of imbalance. Exercise 5. Bodyweight step up, strengthen your legs and improve balance. The ability to step up onto a curb, climb stairs, or get up from a low seat is something most people take for granted, until it starts to get difficult. The bodyweight step up is one of the best functional exercises for maintaining leg strength, hip power, and dynamic balance. It mimics one of the most common real-life motions we do every day, stepping up. To perform this exercise, stand in front of a stable elevated surface such as a stair step, low bench, or exercise platform. Begin with both feet flat on the ground. Place your right foot fully onto the step, ensuring your entire sole is supported. Press through your right heel and lift your body upward, bringing your left foot to meet the right at the top. Then step back down in reverse, leading with your left foot. Repeat the movement 8 to 10 times, then switch legs. If this is difficult at first, start with a very low surface, like a bottom stair or a thick book stack placed securely. You can use a handrail or countertop for light balance support. As you gain confidence, try stepping without support and eventually increase the height of the step. For a greater challenge, hold light weights or wear a backpack to simulate carrying groceries. Common mistakes include letting the knee collapse inward, using momentum from the back leg, or stepping too quickly without control. Make sure your knee tracks over your toes and your movements are smooth and deliberate. Focus on power going up and stability coming down. What makes the step-up so essential for older adults is its direct connection to mobility. Climbing stairs, walking up hills, and rising from the floor all require the same muscle patterns this exercise strengthens. Weakness in the legs, particularly in the quadriceps and glutes, is a major cause of falls and loss of independence later in life. Exercise 6. Dead bug, strengthen your core and protect your spine. Despite its unusual name, the dead bug is one of the most powerful core exercises for older adults, and possibly the the most overlooked. While it may seem simple at first glance, the dead bug targets the deep abdominal muscles responsible for spinal stability, posture control, and coordinated movement. These muscles are crucial for keeping your body upright, protecting your back from strain, and ensuring that your limbs can move safely and effectively. This movement also promotes cross-body coordination, making it particularly helpful for daily tasks like walking, reaching, lifting, and even driving. To perform the dead bug, lie on your back on a soft surface, such as a yoga mat or carpet. Extend your arms straight up toward the ceiling and bend your knees so your thighs are vertical and your shins are parallel to the floor. This forms a tabletop position. Before you begin, gently press your lower back into the floor and engage your core muscles. Now slowly lower your right arm and left leg at the same time, extending them toward the floor without letting them touch. Move with control and only as far as you can while keeping your lower back in contact with the ground. Once you've reached your range, return to the starting position, then repeat on the opposite side. Breath control plays a critical role in this movement. Inhale before you begin the motion. Then exhale slowly as your arm and leg move downward, engaging your core. Inhale again as you return to the starting position. The breath should be steady and intentional, not held or rushed. One of the most common mistakes with this exercise is letting the lower back lift off the floor. This usually happens when the limbs are lowered too far or too fast. If you feel your back arching, reduce the range of motion or bend the moving leg more. The goal is not to reach the floor, it's to maintain perfect spinal alignment. It's better to do 5 controlled reps correctly than 20 rushed ones with poor form. Incorporating this deceptively simple exercise into your routine 2 or 3 times a week can help you maintain core control and spinal safety. The dead bug might not look impressive on the outside, but the internal benefits it provides are foundational for a long, active, and pain-free life. It requires no equipment, no standing, and no rushing, just patience, breath, and control. These 6 exercises, wall angels, supine leg circles, bodyweight good mornings, shoulder tap planks, step-ups, and the dead bug, work together to support your entire system. They strengthen the muscles you rely on to get up, walk, lift, twist, and balance. They train your nervous system to coordinate movement more efficiently. And perhaps most importantly, they fight against the natural decline that happens when we become sedentary or avoid challenges out of fear. There's a quiet truth many people don't want to hear. Strength fades if it's not used, but that also means it can be regained if it's trained. You don't need to overhaul your entire lifestyle. You don't need hours of time or expensive tools. What you need is intention, consistency, and the belief that your body is still worth investing in, because it absolutely is. Leave a comment below and tell us which of these movements felt most helpful or most surprising. Was it the dead bug? The step up? Let's learn from each other and grow together. And if this video helped you, consider liking and subscribing. We've got more routines, tips, and education coming your way, all designed for adults just like you who want to live stronger, not just longer. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. The goal is progress. Progress in how you move, how you feel, and how you show up in the world, day by day, step by step, rep by rep. And in 10 years, when you stand tall, walk easily, and feel good in your body, you'll look back and be glad you started today. Because your future strength begins with what you choose to do right now.